Want the chest of a god or goddess? Of course you do. The push-up is going to be our best exercise to build our upper body. It's an exercise we can do anytime, any day, so it's always going to be haunting you in your ear a little bit because you never have an excuse not to do push-ups on a regular basis. The foundation of the push-up is going to be what we call the power posture, which we've done a video on. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. But it's basically keeping my ear, my shoulder, my hip, and my ankle in one nice solid line, a vertical plank, which will be a horizontal plank when we're on the ground. And to learn how to maintain that, watch that video. Now, go ahead and get to the ground, Annie. Let's show the biggest problems most people have with push-ups. It's what I like to call worm porn, and we're going to see how bad that looks. It looks a lot worse than it even sounds. And that's going to be that wiggly, disjointed, breaky movement that just looks awful. It's actually starting to make my back hurt a little bit. Please stop that right now. Don't do that ever again. The next problem is going to be what we call the hunchback arms. Annie showed what that looks like. Her elbows are going to become flaring out of her body, and she's losing her back tension. As you can see, it's already looking harder. Now, in order to fix all this, we're going to go elbows of 45 degrees, and we're going to use some high tension techniques. Now, Annie's been practicing these, so give us a couple really good ones. And then I'm going to show you how to regress it as a beginner. Very few people, men or women, are going to be starting on the ground here. We're going to get her tired, get her breaking a little bit so we can show what an awesome regression is going to look like. So as you can see, as she starts to get fatigued here, there's a little more movement in the back. And since most people won't be starting down here, here's how you're going to build up your strength. Go ahead and stand on up. We're going to come over to the bar here, and Annie's going to show us the proper regression. So the first principles we talk about is don't raise the roof, raise the floor. You can't get all the way down the floor. It's fine. Just bring it up to you. You can find a counter. If you're at the gym, you can use a bar. Whatever the height is that allows you to do 8 to 12 solid, awesome reps, that's where we're going to start. Now, Annie's going to make sure this bar is falling right across the middle of her chest, like between the middle of the breast and the sternum, right in this area. She's going to have her arms going about 45 degrees. Go ahead and pull yourself down. On the way down, she's thinking about rowing. And on the way up, she's thinking about pushing the bar. Now, to make this a visual, let me show you what this looks like. Go ahead and stand on up, Annie. Okay, this is what I like to call Brenda. Remember Brenda. Sounds super stupid, just like all our lame jokes. Go ahead and grab that bar, overhand grip. Okay, I want you to actively bend that bar. So she's a bended the bar. Now she's going to break the bar. And what that looks like is, ready? Shorten this bar as you push. So if Annie's coming out of her push-up, she is going to take that bar and she's going to be actively bring it down like you're doing your push-up. That's her intent. That's her internal intent as she's pushing. Bend it a bar, break it a bar. All right, show what that looks like, Annie. Go ahead and get down there. Let's see how much more tension she's able to generate. You're going to load up on the way down, middle of the chest, explode up. One little half step closer. Keep that awesome plank. Explode. Boom. So as you can see, we've regressed her to a height where she's going to be able to do higher reps, she's going to be able to do more sets, and she's going to build up the volume and strength she needs to get to the ground. Now, there's one last thing we're going to work on. Go ahead and rest for just a second, Annie. We're going to add, if you're having a really hard time keeping that awesome power posture, keeping that good tension during the plank, we're going to add in the Thighmaster. Remember the old stupid device? No one has one laying around. If you do sell it, get rid of it. Or use it for this exercise and a couple other ones just to build up your plank. Hips down, awesome plank. Shoulders, hips, ankles. There she is in alignment. She's crushing that block actively. That extra thigh tension in conjunction with the bend, in conjunction with the push. And now she's utilizing her entire body into that pushing movement. Awesome, Annie. Thank you. Go get strong.